Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going today? It's CJ here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about some stuff that happened with Logan Paul recently. I haven't talked about him at all on this channel, so this will be a first, talking about the good old Logan. Now, I'm sure you guys remember CryptoZoo, which was a crypto scam involving Logan Paul that went down last year, and Logan Paul has finally, I guess, addressed it and apologized for it. And he basically offered people a refund. He said he was going to give all the players that lost money, he was going to give them their money back. That was almost a year ago, and that they still haven't gotten refunded. So, and that situation is still going on. It's still a, I guess you could say, developing story, even after a year. But that all changed as of recent times. He dropped a statement on Twitter, and this is a long statement, so you better sit down because it's going to be a lot of reading. So just be ready for that. Today, I'm incredibly happy to announce that I'm delivering on my promise to buy back base egg and base animal CryptoZoo NFTs for their original purchase price. This buyback program is being carried out at eggnftbuyback.com. Claims can be submitted through this site through February 8th. I approached the CryptoZoo project like everything else I'm passionate about, with only the best possible intentions and success for everyone who shared our vision. I never made a single penny from the project, period. In fact, the opposite is true, because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make it happen. With this buyback program, I am personally committing more than $2.3 million to buy back base eggs and base animals from every person who intended to play CryptoZoo. Like you, I was highly disappointed that the game was not delivered. As I said a year ago, CryptoZoo was derailed by bad actors who did steal money and who betrayed our team while internally sabotaging the game. This has now been confirmed by an extensive investigation that has involved a forensic analysis of blockchain activity and the review of thousands of communications. With this evidence in mind, today I filed a lawsuit in federal court in Texas to hold these bad actors accountable. The 25-page lawsuit is public and it can be found here. Any links like a Google Drive. This lawsuit is not based just on snippets of conversations taken out of context. This lawsuit is the result of exhaustive investigation that include the review of the entirety of conversations and tracking nefarious trading activity related to the project. Nefarious trading activity taken behind our backs, without our knowledge, and with the intention of defrauding us all. As far as the game itself, unfortunately, it will not be released. I personally spent $400,000 to have it developed, and after its completion in early 2023 and some further diligence, unfortunately, there are too many regulatory hurdles that would need to be cleared that I did not originally understand and would ultimately delay this buyback even further. This buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to play CryptoZoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost. It's important to remember that the Zoo token was created to support the CryptoZoo game and its players. It was not intended as an investment vehicle as outlined in the original white paper. This solution has been anything but simple, so I want to thank everyone for their patience as we figured out the logistics of making sure the first ever NFT buyback is a smooth process. Okay, so all that was basically Logan Paul saying that he was going to sue the bad actors in CryptoZoo, and because there were a lot of them, and he just didn't do basic research on them. And the refund plan, which is exactly the same as he had stated a year prior, there's some stuff that I want to talk about that doesn't really make sense, because this is just for people who still have the base egg NFTs, but there are some people who sold after they bought the bad NFTs, they sold them to try and salvage what little money they had. So he's kind of ignoring the people. There's still people who got scammed, but they sold the NFTs. So it's only for people who kept them and didn't sell them. Okay, another thing, he said that the Zoo token wasn't supposed to be like an investment vehicle. He said that doesn't count. Like, the people who had the Zoo tokens and got scammed by that aren't going to be refunded, which doesn't really make much sense. And even though he did say it wasn't meant to be a investment thing, then I'm just gonna play this clip right here.
It's so fun. It provides a yield with a token, can earn you money.
And one last thing, the price of Ethereum has actually changed a lot ever since CryptoZoo released. Now Ethereum is kind of what they bought the NFTs for, so he's not even really refunding the full. He's not really giving a full refund, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, now here's one question that I have. So so he made the first statement about the refunds a year ago. Why did it take him a year to actually do the refunds? Like, that just doesn't make much sense. Like, he could have easily done this a year ago, and it just doesn't make much sense. I'm sure you guys understand why. And you guys remember when CoffeeZilla made his whole thing, his whole, I guess, series about diving into this whole thing. And he tried to message Logan Paul. He tried to reach out to him, and Logan never replied. He just never replied to anything about the refunds.
Is that he hasn't actually paid anyone yet. He hasn't even said a word to his community since January when he got in trouble. And it's just been really frustrating to watch because, frankly, I'm tired of talking about Logan. But many of these people are helplessly waiting and begging for Logan to respond to them, and they've been getting nothing. So I followed up with Logan privately twice about the lack of refunds and heard nothing. I got left unread. But I'm going to make things right. I'm going to fix the game to what it was supposed to be, and I'm going to pay back $1.7 million. I'm committing $1.7 million to anyone who bought an NFT can get a refund. Now, there's a bit of an issue with that. So that's nice. I actually think it's great that that happened. But there's two issues with it. Number one, which is that the NFTs were only half, a small part of the sale. They actually weren't even half. Because people bought these tokens. So the people who bought tokens get nothing. He's offering, this refund on the NFTs. The other problem is he hasn't refunded the NFTs. It's been like over a month since he's done this. So he said he's going to do it. And then the Discord, he's posting in this little chat room with the investors. After he said he was going to do it, he's posted nothing. There's no way to get a refund right now. So I keep asking him, like, hey, you promised $1.7 million to these investors. They're all waiting. It's been over, I think it's almost been 2 months now, and there's nothing. So it's like, he says that he's refunding people, which sounds great for PR, and then it's just like radio silent.
Now, the next part of this story I think is just so goofy and so just bizarre, and I just find it so funny. So Logan Paul's partner or business partner, KSI, that did Prime, he's in this situation, he's just glazing Logan Paul so hard. So he replied to the novel that Logan dropped on Twitter, and he just said, "What will the haters say now?" Which I find so funny because the haters, quote unquote, in this situation are people that called out Logan Paul for not giving an adequate refund to people who got scammed, who lost a lot of money. And all he did is just reoffer what he did last year, which again I said is not a adequate payment to what they lost. And so like I feel like if they weren't partners with Prime, he wouldn't be, glazing Logan Paul as hard as he is right now, which again, it's just so goofy, so silly. So it's just really funny. And that is all the information I have on this situation. It's still developing, so if you guys want me to cover more of it, just let me know in the comments. And that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.